I knew it was his shirt the moment I saw it, as if a lost child had finally found its mother after a long separation. In Jaffa, Palestine, where the scent of oranges filled the air and the streets hummed with memories of simpler times, I could always tell, always know, when orange season had arrived. After years of inherited embroidery practice, I could sense it was him, just by the touch of the fabric. I could tell if it had been made by hand. My fingers remember every stitch, as if the threads grow from my skin, guiding the needle through the fabric. Yes, it's Khalid, indeed. The day he asked me to make him the most beautiful embroidered shirt, made by my hands, so he could remember me wherever he went. If I could weave my love into fabric, I would stitch my heartstrings into his shirt, binding us forever. If it hadn't been for the war, if that visit hadn't come without warning, I could be with him now. Or I could be his wife. My fiancé was everything to me, but the war took everything. It left behind dark days, with no sun in sight, homes reduced to rubble, and bodies scattered, like forgotten blankets left to gather dust. The smell of fresh metallic rust, iron, and flesh clung to the walls of my village, where no one remained. Khalid, too, left. Perhaps they took him. They took my soul, my everything. They took my future husband. Just 1 week ago, Khalid came to my embroidery shop in our village, preparing for our upcoming wedding, when I could finally be his wife, and he could be my husband. In the midst of this destruction, I remember the last time Khalid came to my shop, just a week ago, to help me prepare for our wedding. Together, we worked on decorating my dress, adding the most beautiful stitching, filled with orange shapes that reminded me of the trees my parents lived for. Before they passed away, my parents were farmers, tending to the orange trees with love and care. The land they worked still held the legacy of their hands. The orange trees stood tall, their heavy fruit bending the branches toward the earth, as if they knew where they belonged. The orange trees surrounded my embroidery shop, where I first learned the art of embroidery from my grandmother. I was just a little girl, dreaming of the day I would wear my wedding dress and run beneath those trees. Grandma taught me that, just as the trees grow through all seasons, through thick and thin, our stitches should reflect the same strength and beauty. The orange-shaped threads that adorned my dress symbolized a perfect marriage, one that endures through time. That is all I wanted. And that's what Khalid wanted, for me to wear the most beautiful dress, one sparkling with orange, as if I were the tree itself. He came into my shop, his eyes bright with anticipation. "I can't wait to see you wear the dress," he said, his voice full of longing. He leaned his shoulder against mine, as if he were missing something he had never lost. "You must leave now, so I can finish the D."